Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about why it is that you're working out so hard, trying to get in shape, lifting every day, but you're just not getting in shape. And I want to talk to you about nutrition and what type of nutrition plan you need to be following in order to get the results that you want. Now, back in the day, when I started doing this working out and fitness thing, which was in the 80s, late 80s, the big thing in the late 80s was no fat, no fat. Fat was the bad guy. Fat was the enemy. You know, people were saying, oh, you can eat whatever you want. Just cut all the fat out. Just don't have fat in your diet at all. Fat was bad, period. Well, we've since learned that not only do you need fat, not only is fat not bad, but you actually need fat. You have to have fat to live. You need fat for your brain function. You need fat for your health. But the thing is that you need healthy fats, not the bad fats. So we've learned, that you need to have healthy fats in your diet. Move forward into the 1990s, and then in the 90s, everyone went on a carb-crazed diet because they thought that the fat was what you were, the fat was the bad enemy. So everyone started, eating a whole bunch of carbohydrates because we were told, oh, we should just eat a whole bunch of carbohydrates. That's when a whole bunch of processed foods started coming out, and started getting a whole bunch of different varieties of foods. You'd see in the grocery stores, the middle aisles started expanding big time. Started putting a lot more, you had a few kinds of cereal, and then all of a sudden you've got thousands of different kinds of cereals and all kinds of stuff. And then that created an opposite problem of people eating too many carbohydrates and just focusing only on carbohydrates, and then that caused everyone to get very fat. So fast forward to the year 2000, okay, and then in the 2000s, carbohydrates became the enemy. So now everybody's just eating meat now. Everybody's going to a keto diet. People are talking about how bad the carbohydrates are, how bad eating carbs is. Let's cut all the carbs out of our diet. Just eat the protein, just eat the fat. That's it, and a lot of people would just eat, leaner meats only. Okay, so then fast forward to the 2000s, and then that caused a huge rift, a huge problem, because people weren't eating any carbohydrates. They were just eating meat all the time, and it was causing people to eat a lot of processed meat, and they were getting heart disease and having a lot of problem with that. So fast forward to the 2010s, now everybody says, now the bad guy is meat. Meat is the bad guy now. Like, don't eat meat. It's going to kill you. It's bad for you. Okay. Here's the thing that I want to tell you. Here's what I want to set the record straight for you. The whole time that all this has been going on since the 80s, there's been a bad guy. There's been one bad guy who's existed and ran through this whole entire time that nobody wants to talk about. It's the big elephant in the room. And that is, boom, right here. Right here. You probably can't see this right now, but this is a cereal box, okay? And it says organic high fiber O's, right? You're thinking, oh, it's organic. That's great. That's wonderful, right? But inside the box, you have things like peroxydione hydrochloride, thiamine hydro, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Ferrous. You have all these things in here that you can't even pronounce, and it's not good. Okay, it's like no one's talking about all this processed garbage that we eat. Right here I'm looking at protein bars, right? Protein bars, building muscle, getting in shape, right? It's a great thing. But if you look at the ingredients on it, I mean, wow. There's so much stuff in here, I couldn't even begin to tell you what half of this stuff is. Just that it's not good. It's definitely not good. I mean, you have hydrolyzed collagen, hydroslate, carbonate, that's you, blah, 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 sinoclioblamine, the hell? Do you ever look at the ingredients on this stuff? The bad guy's been hiding in plain sight the whole time, okay? This is what you want to be reaching for, are the foods over here, which are the non-processed foods, like a banana. It's one ingredient. Eggs, one ingredient. Chicken breasts, organic, by the way, not processed, okay? Again, with the meat, the issue is eating the processed stuff versus eating the healthy stuff, okay? You know, eating wild caught salmon versus eating the farm-raised salmon. Getting your salmon from good sources, okay? Getting your meats from good sources. Meat isn't unhealthy. Processed meat is very unhealthy, but so is processed anything. Processed vegan burgers are not good for your health. Processed anything is not good for you. When it's highly processed, it is not a good thing for you, okay? So what you want to do is you want to focus on not eating the processed stuff and focus on eating, you know, kale, broccoli, turkey, single ingredient foods, quinoa, nuts. These are the things that are going to accelerate your gains in the gym. Eating these things over here, Dunkers, I don't even know what this is. This is not my stuff, by the way, but Dunkers, organic cereal, because it's organic, protein bars, pretzels, even something like pizza sauce, you know, canned goods that contain preservatives. I mean, how is it that tuna and chicken in a can can last forever? Take them out of the can, they don't last very long. Fresh doesn't last long, but the can does. It's because of the preservatives in it, okay? So, it's the processed garbage that's been the bad guy the whole time. You know, if you go out to eat at a restaurant, the chances are extremely high you're getting processed meat. Even if they tell you it's good, it's processed meat, okay? So that's a problem. They have to do that because if not, it's going to expire. So most of the time, the other thing is that when you go out to eat, your food is not measured, okay? Your food is, you have no idea how much food you're getting. That's gonna stop your gains. But the thing I wanna instill today is that you lean more towards single ingredient foods and get away from processed foods. And have a balanced diet, okay? Don't cut out the carbs, don't cut out the fat, don't cut out the protein. None of that's the bad guy. The bad guy this whole time, the whole entire time, the bad guy has been all this crap. It's been all of this processed junk. That has been the bad guy this whole round, this whole go round for the past 30, 40 years. That's what people don't see. That's what you need to know, is that you need to cut this stuff right here, all this, you need to cut that off your diet, okay? Get rid of that. That is garbage. That's just gonna destroy your health. That's why you have cancer. That's why you have heart disease. That's why you have some weird funky disorder that you have no idea what it is. That's why you can't lose weight in the gym. That's why you're gaining weight. That's why you're hungry all the time, is because you're eating something that your body was never designed to eat, okay? You wouldn't go and mix water in with gasoline and then stick it in your car. Your car requires gasoline. It doesn't require that you add water into it and that you put, you know, milk in there and that you put in, you know, sugar and this and that. And that's what you're doing to your body when you eat processed stuff. You can't stick a square peg in a round hole. Your body doesn't comprehend it. Yes, there are parts of some nutrition in some of those foods, yes, but you're only getting a small part of it. When you eat a banana, say for instance, you're getting the real deal, the whole thing, okay? The other thing you gotta look out for is that when you eat these foods that are, supposedly the one ingredient clean foods, you have to get the organic stuff, okay? Now, you need to get organic apples, you need to get organic meat, you need to get clean foods, because if you're getting the other foods that are processed, even though they're meats, and other foods that are vegetables that have had pesticides sprayed all over them, they're junk for your body. Again, you're still doing the same thing you were doing with all the processed stuff. You're putting stuff that doesn't belong. You're trying to fit the round peg in the square hole again. It's not going to work. You're not going to get the fuel out that you need to do. When you switch it up, you go all organic, all clean, eating one ingredient foods, you're going to start losing weight. Your body's going to regulate itself. You'll feel better about how much you should eat, and you're going to utilize the energy to a much greater degree. You're not going to get sick. You're not going to be unhealthy. You're not going to have heart disease. You're not going to have all these other issues if you just switch over, eat a clean diet, eat single ingredient foods. You're going to have much greater strength and endurance and energy when you're in the gym lifting, and you're going to burn fat, and you're going to feel amazing. I hope that this helps explain and clear up some of what's going on today. Keep in mind, just try to stay away from the processed food. Again, I don't always 100% eat perfect, okay? I do have protein bars here and there. I do have little things here and there. We all do, we're human, okay? But the majority of my food is coming from healthy stuff. It's not coming from the garbage that's over there. So I highly recommend that you guys listen to what I'm saying and get on with this kind of a diet, because it's going to transform your body and make things a lot better. Now, if you are, bodybuilding or something, obviously you have to have the right amount of calories, then you have to have the right amount of protein, right carbs, right, all of that stuff, right? Yes, you do. But if you just want to lose weight, get healthy and get in shape, tone up, feel great, then you need to switch over to these foods, and your body's going to help you regulate. Your appetite will regulate. If you're eating that stuff over there, you're hungry all the time because you're not getting everything that you need. See, if I eat a box of cookies, I'm going to be hungry by the time I get done eating them. I'll still be hungry, or I'll be hungry shortly thereafter, or I'll have to eat so many of them to feel full. Whereas if I eat, say, a chicken breast and a banana, that's much lower calorie, but I'm utilizing all that nutrition in my body, so I'm not going to be starving. I'm not going to crave eating so much more. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down. Please let me know. I appreciate your time, and I hope that this helps. Thank you.